Welcome to the show, Ida. It's so lovely to have you. I have been looking so much forward to it. Well, you look beautiful in person, more beautiful in person.
Thank you. You too.
Your pictures are not saying justice to you, actually.
Oh, thanks.
Well, you actually are from Stockholm, Sweden, and you were born there, and then you moved, and you grew up in Marbella.
Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, I was born in Stockholm, and then I think after 1 year, my parents left. And we went to actually London. No, we went to Marbella first, then London for 2 years, and then back to Marbella.
Interesting. Yeah. How is it like being a daughter of world-renowned actor?
Well, I've heard that one quite often. And to be honest, like, I don't feel any different. Like, I feel like when people ask me, like, what is the differences? Like, is there anything, like, how do you feel being the daughter of an actor and stuff like that? For me, I like, because I don't maybe know anything different. So
we are talking about Dolph Lundgren, right?
Yeah, Lundgren.
Yes, Lundgren. I wanted to make sure I pronounce your name right.
No, you did it really well. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's a world renowned. So he doesn't, because when we hear that name, it's like, oh, you know, we have this macho, strong.
Yeah.
Is he kind of that man at home?
Like, he is very like emotional, and he's very like
really?
Like, he's very in his feelings. Like, he's not so macho all the time. He looks very macho, but deep inside, like, I mean, that's why he got into acting, I think, because at the end of the day, you can be a lot of different people.
That's right.
So I think it was good for him and his personality.
So how have you kind of built up your online presence?
Well, as I said, like, basically I remember when I got Instagram in like 2000, and I think I got Instagram 2012, 2013 when I moved from Marbella to boarding school. I got my first iPhone then. It was crazy. I really didn't care about technology. I hated phones. I had like, I mean, I liked BBM. When we had Blackberries, I was into the BBM, but I never really liked technology and stuff. My sister's very into technology. I'm a bit like, I don't know, I'm very old school like that. But then when I went to boarding school, I remember my friend, he was like, okay, you have to get Instagram. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I made my first Instagram. And I remember it was called like Ida Lund 22 or something like that. And then like I got a bit into it, and then like the funny videos and stuff. And then I had a private account. And then I don't know what happened. I think someone just discovered, I guess, a fan of my dad that I had Instagram.
Right. Okay,
and then it kept, and then like I kept getting followers, and everyone was like, oh my God, you're getting so many requests, and I'm like, what do you do with them? Do you decline them, accept them? And then I was like, you know, I'll just leave them there. And like after a year, I just got
interesting.
Yeah, because I didn't know who they were, you know? So I got so many requests that I was just like, oh my God, what do I do? Because I don't know half of these people, and I have quite private pictures on my Instagram.
Right.
So then basically what happened was I just changed my name, and my friend was like, my girlfriend, because that's when I started to modeling a bit, and my agencies were like,
you kind of rebranded yourself?
Exactly. I rebranded myself a little bit, went a bit more serious and like fake, if you call it, on Instagram, whereas not just like all about me and my life and myself. I had to kind of like make it a little bit more private. And then I basically like accepted everybody. I just pressed accept, like it was this button and everything. I just got all the followers immediately. And I don't know, I remember it was like, 8,000 followers or something.
Wow.
And then since then, it's just been growing. And like, I didn't really think about it. And like 2 years ago, I got a bit more into it. I realized the strategy of Instagram. And it's not what everyone thinks. You have to think, you have to do a certain thing, you have to post a certain time. And it's like crazy, but like my agencies told me about it.
Do you actually do all of that? Do you think, or your agencies do all the thinking for you?
So in the beginning, they did the thinking for me.
Right.
And then I was like, yeah, I'll do my homework. But then I didn't really do it because I was just living my life and not really caring about it. I just posted when I wanted to, what I thought was fun and me.
Yeah.
And then recently, like, I just feel like for me now, Instagram, for now in my life, I don't feel like Instagram is toxic for me.
Right.
Maybe I had a year that I was comparing myself to other models or going, oh my God, why didn't I do it like this? Or why didn't I take that opportunity at that time?
Exactly. Because I wanted to ask, there was something we were talking about behind the scene of, the images people see, young people comparing themselves with the supermodels that they see, or why their waist is not as clean or as tiny as the A or B.
It's mostly photoshopped.
Right. So how do we put these in the young people's head and say, younger people, you are young, but I mean, younger people's head to say, these are not, as in what you see on Instagram are filters of your life, of my life at the same time, because it's not 100% of everything about me that I put on Instagram.
No, of course not.
So.
And it's like maybe once in a while you will post something real.
Exactly.
And people are like, wow, she posted something real. And they get excited because it's real. Yeah. Whereas all the other stuff is just more like, it's just a momentum. Everybody does it, so everybody's doing it. It's like if someone gets a black pair of new sneakers, someone sees it, people are like, ooh, that's cool. And they keep doing it.
But that's what I actually, when I put something, I see something from my heart, whatever if I put a quote or I send out a picture.
It's you.
Yes, I want to make sure that it's sending the message that I'm feeling at that moment. And if I don't feel it, I don't post. I can stay 1 week without posting anything. It's because I'm not feeling it. It has to be from how I feel, and it has to be true. Because a lot of people are looking up to you. You have over 100,000 followers.
I know, and the thing is, I didn't really feel like people were looking up to me until I would say this and last year and this year. I feel like I got, like, for example, I never used to go on my private DMs, like on Instagram. I never looked at that. And like recently I've been looking at it because I got a social media manager to help me with some like collaborations and stuff, because I used to get some messages and I've never used to answer them. And she helped me answer them. It's more professional as well to have help, because I don't know what to say. I don't really know what my rate is, this, that. So then I started to think, you know what? A lot of girls that I knew who had less followers than me were making money on Instagram.
Why not?
And I thought, why not make at least some pocket money on Instagram? And that's when I basically got that social media manager, and she helped me. She's like more of a friend, like it's not like, and she basically introduced me and showed me what to do and like when I should look on my private DMs and stuff. And that's when I started to see young girls messaging me and like, asking me these questions and interested in my life, which I was like, wait, what? Like I'm not a person that looks, I'm very confident in me, Ida, but I'm not a boaster. I'm not like, I don't feel famous. Even if my dad...
No, you don't.
No.
I think so, because just chatting with you behind the scene, you have it as in I was shocked that you, like, no, I don't want any title or something.
No.
That was very cool.
I don't know, like I've always lowered myself down, which is not good either. I've always put myself a bit, I'm humble.
Humble is the right word.
I'm humble for what I've seen, for what I've been, but like I've always kind of like pushed myself down, and I feel like a lot of girls do that. Or you put yourself high because you're insecure.
What would you say? Are you under pressure to actually meet up or, come to that standard of being role model that a lot of young people?
You know what? Like for me, that inspires me to be someone's role model and to show someone, to make someone be happier in their life, or to give people some strength and stuff for themselves. Like I want to be that person. Like that, I for sure.
Okay, great.
But to be super famous and this and that, I mean, I've had pressure on myself since I was young to be famous or to be known or to be liked, because I don't know, it's just been a lot of people around me always said like, oh, Ida's gonna be like this, Ida's gonna be like that, and also my dad's famous. So it's always been in the back of my head, but it's not really me deep inside. If it happens, right? You can't stop it.
No,
but I'm not gonna force it either. Or because I've been in situations where I could have forced it, and maybe right now I would have been sitting somewhere else, or I would have been living somewhere else, or I would have been maybe in a different state of mind. But I think everything happens for a reason, and I think I'm here right now at 24, like the way I am now is like enough for me, and then maybe we'll build, or
just living every day.
Exactly, like not controlling too much the situation and doing what other people say.
Perfect.